So I could talk about this because no names or identities will be divulged. But Tuesday, a couple days ago, from me recording this video, I had a patient who suffered asystole, aka a heart attack. It was just a sudden onset, according to witnesses who just watched him just fall face first and become unresponsive. And the reports from our dispatcher was that he was still breathing. When we got to the scene, I confirmed that his pulse was weak and getting weaker by the moment, which to me was clear indication of cardiac arrest. So my partner and I got him onto the stretcher and immediately got him secured into the stretcher and performed CPR. And I tell you, for the first time in my early career as an EMT, I've never seen a AD ask for a shock almost immediately. Like, sometimes they look for a rhythm on the person who's farther and farther and farther deteriorating. We got there just in time, it appears. So we got 2 shocks administered. 2 shocks before the paramedics, the ALS, came, and with our combined work, we got ROSC, which is return of spontaneous circulation. The patients breathing on their own. So, because we were doing CPR, but the ALS bring the Lucas, which is the machine that performs CPR at a much rapid rate. And I have to tell you, I know this is going to sound like a little bit of complaining, but it's not. It's the only thing I'm complaining about is not doing is the vehicles that we have to do our job in. They're not made for people 6 feet. My partner and I are we are 6 foot tall, and our necks, our backs were killing us. But when the adrenaline is going, sometimes you got to put past the pain. I found myself having to readjust myself as I was giving supplemental oxygen to the patient and trying to keep the patient's head steady as one of the paramedics successfully intubated the man. But other than that, I felt like we did really good work, and I really want to know if he's going to fully make it through. I know a lot of people like, you can't think that way. I'm like, no. I'm going to give you the same care if you don't make it, or if you do make it. I just like to hear, after we've done our job, did that person health go for the better, or did they not make it out of that? Did they not go past that threshold we brought them to? So it's very important. And I like hearing, like, one of my first cardiac arrests walked out of the hospital. I don't know the fate of the others. Some have died due to COVID-19. In old age, I don't know. Like, it's just the fact that those who I do get to the hospital in time with the help of the paramedics, I always wonder what happens to them. And I know one walked out the hospital. He was a 25-year-old male. More than likely had an enlarged heart. We don't know. That's the thing. We're not doctors. We are here to bring you, to keep you alive and get you to the people who can help you the best. And I always wondered, did they always get the help that they needed? Because we don't get any articles. I got one article. That's how I know about the patient, that my first cardiac arrest patient. That's how I know, because that patient went to our hospital. So I'm an employee there. Of course, it's going to get word back to us. It's going to get there. But when we had cardiac arrest to go to out of network hospitals, I never know what happens. And I'll, like, case in point, I had a patient who had a special needs son, and it was just her and him, and she went to cardiac arrest. I don't know if she made it, and he needs her. He needs his mom. I don't know who else he would have. So it's sad to know, to not know the fate of someone like that who you would love to see make it through because they have a child. Anybody, just anybody in general, but it really tugs on the heartstrings when you have someone who has a child, either special needs or just a small child who's there watching this work and hoping for the best. Anyway, before I go way too far off and start really getting really emotional about it, I just need to let y'all know, if you haven't, or you don't know, if you haven't done our work and you don't know a first responder, it's not easy, but I love what I do, y'all. Anyway, because I'm a Fury, I'm out. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.